Hello, everybody. Here's another reading from my latest book, Postcards to the Future, in which I consider the Aquarian Age. You may have heard of it. It's called The Aquarian Age. Are we there yet? And I will recite rather than singing the introductory verse. When the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the Age of Aquarius. As predictions go, this one is not impressive. Offered in 1967 via the smash hit rock musical Hair, it suffers from its own internal contradictions. For a start, the 7th house can sometimes be the house of open enemies. Moreover, if you think an alignment of Mars and Jupiter augurs peace in our time, check our former UK Prime Minister Tony Blair's horoscope, which has Mars rising conjunct Jupiter. There is furthermore the annoying problem that contemporary evidence doesn't quite support the theory that the Aquarian Age is ushering in an era of peace and love. As we settle into a new millennium, it is rather noticeable that a maniacal death cult whose avowed aim is to bring down Western civilization and hasten the apocalypse has arisen and spread with frightening speed in the last few years. This, incidentally, was published in the Astrological Journal in March and April 2015, when ISIS was at its height. Also, opinion regarding the fate of planet Earth is divided. For example, in 2013, the thinkprogress.org website produced impressive statistics appearing to demonstrate that life is getting better worldwide, despite the foreground picture of wars and global warming. On the other hand, many scientists think that we are already in the period of the 6th mass extinction, human agency being largely culpable at this time. Moreover, the former chief rabbi, the late Dr. Jonathan Sachs, stated a few years ago in relation to the self-oriented culture which is rising worldwide as traditional religious belief is declining, that we humans are engaging in the largest experiment in mass selfishness that the world has ever seen. Respected astrologer and historian Dr. Nicholas Campion, in his fascinating book, Astrology, History and Apocalypse, CPA Press 2000, describes belief in the Age of Aquarius as, quote, one of the great cliches of modern astrology. He collected a list of almost 100 dates from around 1260 AD to around 3000 AD, quote, at which the Age of Aquarius can begin, unquote, and this lends weight to Campion's view that the Age of Aquarius is a myth, reflecting our ancient human need to believe that the corrupted old order is collapsing, a wonderful golden age being just around the corner. The technical term for this is millenarianism. Do read Nicholas Campion's erudite take on that vast and complex subject. Campion refers to an essay of Carl Jung's titled The Sign of the Fish, brackets, from volume 3, part 2 of Jung's collected works, end of brackets. A must read for anyone with more than a passing interest in what the Aquarian Age may be and what it might signify. In essence, Jung concludes that, quote, the course of our religious history, as well as an essential part of our psychic development, could have been predicted from the precession of the equinoxes through the constellation of Pisces. The first point of Aries precesses backwards through a whole constellation during a period of roughly 2000 years. It is currently somewhere between the first star in the constellation of Pisces and the last star of the constellation of Aquarius. Constellation of Aquarius, I should have said. According to Jung, when the Aries point shifts from one constellation to the next, our image of the divine changes. I was bowled over by this idea, first encountered in a Liz Green seminar during the 1990s, and have been reflecting on it ever since, watching the wider world to see if there is evidence of this shift taking place. I think there is. We are going through a vast technological revolution. Science has made fast strides in recent decades, mapping the human genome, beginning to alter the very genetics of life on Earth. The magnificently durable Hubble Space Telescope has hugely expanded our view of the cosmos, and much of the population of Earth is now linked to the internet via mobile phone technology. We even have a new religion, scientism. This has risen to prominence in recent times, complete with our local UK high priests, Aquarius's old ruler Saturn as Richard Dawkins, and its new ruler Uranus as Brian Cox. The new paradigm emerging carries with it, brackets, as has been the case throughout history, end of brackets, the arrogance of new beliefs. Superior, of course, to what went before. 50 years ago, to be called unchristian was a pretty hefty challenge. Today, being called unscientific has largely taken its place. Caught on the cusp of crumbling old world beliefs and the new world order arising, we are a liminal population, projecting the divine onto enticing promises of a better future offered by scientific progress. This new future needs a name. Why not just call it the Age of Aquarius? Exciting, revolutionary, disruptive, certainly. Ushering in a new era of love and peace? I don't think so. This is from the Astrological Journal, March, April 2015. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed that reading, and that will encourage you to go and buy the book. Bye.